Hi travelers, this is going to be your Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising video for February 2024. I'm sorry, 2025. I need to change that. Now, okay, and if the sun sign reading doesn't resonate with you, please check back to your Moon and Rising sign. I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we will be wrapping the reading up with a golden Nostradamus card right there. So I already did some shuffling and meditation on your sign and glyph. Let me turn the camera around. Let's put another shuffle and rifle on the deck. My hands are cold. I was outside and it's like 25 out there with the wind blowing, and wind was really high last night. It was like 40 to 50 miles an hour. It's still kind of windy. Let's put a rifle on them. You know, I always like for you to see me deal the cards. Cut the deck. Here we go. First card down, the Ten of Swords. And I'm gonna stop just a minute and lower my light some so you can actually see the cards. I didn't need to turn the color. There we go. There we go. I think that will do it. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords. Next card down is the Queen of Swords. We have the Fool. I still can't get my lighting right because the camera is going off. Let me see. Hang on. Let me just turn the light off and use my natural light. I swear to God, this thing is so messed up. Next card is the Ten of Wands. So I have two tens, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. The High Priestess. The Seven of Cups. The Three of Swords. The Nine of Swords. This is an ugly cards. And the Two of Pentacles. So what's underneath the deck? The King of Swords, if you can see him, because my camera is acting ugly. So what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 swords, a wand, a cup, a pentacle, 1 court card, and 2 major arcana. So let me start in the center. Even though this is a Taurus reading, usually if the king and queen of the same suit come out, that means that perhaps you are in partnership or married to a king of swords. So he would be Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. She can be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, but usually he represents Aquarius, she represents Gemini. And right in the center of the reading, I have the High Priestess. She's a 2. And all 2s, I have 2 of them right here, 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. All 2s are about options, dualities, crossroads, decisions, choices, being opposed in yourself about something or someone actively opposing you. And the High Priestess stands for trust your intuition. Okay? She's saying go within and trust what your intuition is telling you. Sometimes this can be very difficult, particularly if there is a lot of emotion involved in the situation, but I don't see a lot of emotion. I see a lot of emotional confusion, and instead what I see are swords, and swords can stand for thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. So the Ten of Swords says the problem has gotten as bad as it can get. It can't get any worse. But the Ten of Swords also says, like, it's the darkest before the dawn. So perhaps things will change for you in 2 weeks. Readings always take 2 weeks. That's time frame that I give them, but they can last much longer than that. The Ten of Swords can be about feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, ambushed. It can speak about maybe having lower back pain, tension, upper back pain, neck pain from tension or worry. And then I come to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, like I said, is an air sign, usually a Gemini, but she can be any air sign. But in this case, I feel that she is a representation of how you should, what kind of qualities you should take on. Usually, the Queen of Swords is the divorcee queen. The card, the meaning kind of represents somebody who's been through a lot of pain, and she tells you everything that she thinks, but she does it in such a way that she's very direct. She can't hurt your feelings. As a profession, the Queen of Swords can be a doctor, like a surgeon, a oral surgeon, a chef, a researcher, a writer, an editor, a scientist. So anywhere that sharp tools, a soldier, so anywhere that sharp tools or keen intellect is needed to get the job done. So if this is not you, you want to take on the qualities of the Queen, and if there's somebody you have on your side fighting for you, this is the kind of person that you want. Or if she's an enemy, you don't want to make an enemy of her. Because if you see her stance on the card, she's asking for the truth. She's seeking the truth. And she can see from a bird's eye view. See the bird up there? Okay. So she has clear vision. Her vision is not it's not obscured in any way or clouded in any way. So we come down to the Fool. And the Fool is a weird kind of card because on one hand it says be open to what life brings you, new experiences, new adventures, maybe even travel. But on the other hand, the card represents Uranus, which means sudden unexpected surprises. So the meaning can be don't be foolish, or don't be foolish. Do something that can be detrimental to your health, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. Like, it's kind of saying to me right now, don't do what you're doing. If you're getting ready to attack somebody or fight somebody, don't do it. Because, see, the dog there warning you that you're about to step off into the abyss. So we come to the Ten of Wands. I have 2 tens. So that tells me that this is about a relationship because I have 2 2s and 2 10s. And usually things unfold around relationships when you have double 2s. The Ten of Wands, it says a card of burden, but I don't think it's a burden. I think the situation is such that you have so many things going on, or you're trying to do so many things, because a lot of times the wands can represent your passion, your focus, your desire, your determination. So maybe you are doing so many things that you just trying to put one foot in front of the other, and you're not looking where you're going. You're not paying attention. Sometimes the card can be about taking on the responsibilities of others. But when you do that, you rob them of the chance to learn about cause and effect. And you also create resentment. So it's best that you let people learn their own lessons, their own way. Maybe there's a problem at home. See, like you're struggling to get home, or maybe you're trying to buy property and it's being you're having a hard time. The Seven of Cups is a card that says you have so many choices to choose from that you don't know what to choose. In the cups themselves, you have self-actualization. See the little head right there? Self-actualization, temptation, the snake, property, riches, peace, and power. So this thing is unknown. So this says if you will narrow down your choices, you may discover that some of these things you don't even want. They're no good to you. The Seven of Cups can say that you are spending time in fantasy, illusion, delusion about what you want. But the card says you can most definitely get what you want if you narrow down your choices. That's the thing that's shrouded. You don't know what it is. So you have to search your emotions. That's all cups represent. Your emotional quotient. Search your feelings and your mind and think about what you really want. Also, it's a 7, so it says sometimes expect a surprise. It doesn't say what kind of surprise it is. Three of Swords says sometimes that you may receive unsettling news or communication, but it's a card of heartache, like a sudden heartache. Something happening quickly. And it could be about either someone telling you they want to break up. It could be like a precursor to a divorce, or that someone is leaving. But it speaks to bitterness, resentment, anger, hurt feelings, and maybe even bad thoughts, either about yourself or someone else. We go over here to the Nine of Swords, and the Nine speaks about a pause to reflect before you move on. So first we have the 10. The situation has gotten as bad as it can get, so now you have to think about what you're going to do next, because you lose one sword. The story of the Nine of Swords is that that's a woman, and the card has lost her family and she has nobody to care for her. The card can mean insomnia, bad dreams, a guilty conscience, worry, fear, anxiety. It's all about being in your head. That's what the swords represent. It's a mental plane. So this could be about being in your head and worrying about something, or having anxiety, or losing sleep, or feeling guilty. And that's a difficult energy to come out of. The Ten of Swords says it over already. But I think something surprises you, and you got to make a decision about something, and it's worrying you. The Two of Pentacles talks about juggling two situations at once. It could be two jobs, it could be two relationships, two different things, and balancing both of them out. It says right now or in the future you will be adept at that, but it also speaks to choices. I don't think this is usually this card talks about play. I think, however, that it's an ongoing situation. See the lemonade, like it's coming back around again, or you've been dealing with it for some time, but you're all at sea. Can you see the ships back there? So that tells me emotionally you are all at sea. You haven't, it's right there. You can't make up your mind how you feel. The card says that there is definite travel, or perhaps there's travel. So there's the Ten of Swords. You could be travel around water, by water, near water. This talks about going on a trip. I do think movement is involved in the situation. Money gonna be kind of tight. You're gonna have to buckle down, or maybe juggle your finances. But I have to say that sometimes the High Priestess can speak of a woman that you don't know anything about, a third party in the situation. I'm going to look at this with the Sibila cards. These two cards are leading to this. Maybe it was someone was on a trip and they met somebody else. The travel cards. And the discovery has broken your heart, and you have to decide what you're going to do about it. And maybe someone was on a trip and they dread coming back home, or it's difficult for them to come home. Someone's attention is being divided. So what I'm going to do first, there are no core cards except these two. So let's turn these over, this one, and I will look at the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles as they relate to the High Priestess and the Fool, because she's in the center. So whatever is happening, it's either telling you trust your intuition, be centered, or that there's somebody else there. First card is Ten of Swords. Two tens tells of a career change for the better. You might be moving. But the Ten of Swords says it's a warning for you to take the utmost caution when undertaking new venture at this time, particularly if you're dealing with people who you don't know well or at all. Feelings of distrust and suspicion may be warranted, so look closely at all avenues and from all angles, and only proceed if you feel it is right for you. Trust your intuition. The Ten of Swords may be telling of the conclusion of something that has caused a great deal of pain and anguish in the near past, whether it be a relationship or a business situation. The Ten of Swords implies that the crisis point has been reached and things will now be resolved and things will improve all around. The Ten of Swords can be a warning about someone who wants control over another for their own gain. They have been insecure within themselves and feel the need to possess or control another in an effort to appease the ego. All those things fit. The Ten of Wands. And I can tell you this, if I were in the situation, I'd rather start out up here with the Ten of Swords, like somebody maybe betrayed you, or they ambush you, they surprise you. I'll call that the card of overkill. You only need one sword, well-placed sword to kill somebody. You have 10 in the back. The Ten of Wands next to the Fool is telling you to look carefully into a situation, as you may have misjudged or miscalculated a situation that needs reconsideration or correction before it is able to come to positive fruition. Again, two tens tell of a career change for the better. The Seven of Cups. There's nothing telling me about the Seven of Cups. But it says that you have to narrow down your choices, as you have too many options to choose from, which may lead to confusion. Push aside those ideas that do not suit your goals. You are asked not to be disheartened by the delay in activities, because it would be wise to use this time to reflect on the positive aspects that already exist. You're feeling like you're at a crossroads, and choosing the right path seems challenging. but you are encouraged to follow your intuition and instincts and try new avenues or a new course of action. Expect a message. Expect an unexpected message. The Seven of Cups. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords can indicate a separation or severance of a close relationship. Be careful not to become quarrelsome, as this will lead to arguments, upheaval, misunderstandings, and upsets. You are asked to keep your emotions in check. That's why I say you have to take on the qualities of this queen. She's thinking rationally. If you've been waiting on some news, important mail, information, or documents, the Three of Swords tells you it's on its way. The Three of Swords is an attack on your feeling center and can indicate a division within a relationship. It may also be implying a separation from loved ones due to unfortunate circumstances. The Nine of Swords. Yes, the Nine of Swords. Next to the High Priestess. It is telling you to be prepared to face certain truths. It asks you to have no fear, as this will only hinder you. It is time to face the facts and take responsibility. It brings a message that you must be prepared to face truth and not be afraid or fearful. You got to look the fool in the eye. That could be literal. The Nine of Swords implies that either yourself or someone else close to you may be going through a time of inner conflict, anger, or mental anguish. It tells of sad circumstances, unfortunate events, and ongoing unhappiness. Remember, I kept telling you it feels kind of like this ongoing thing. It suggests that anxiety and worry about what others think and say about you is keeping your mind in a negative state, and you are encouraged to rest and still the mind. Let me read it again. Next to the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords is telling you to be prepared to face certain truths. It asks you to have no fear, as this will only hinder you. It is time to face facts and take responsibility. It brings a message that you must be prepared to face truths and not be afraid or fearful. The Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, two twos, tells of a commitment or engagement. But it says, the message of the Two of Pentacles is that challenges will be met with confidence and things will go well. You may be attempting to cope with two separate situations at once. Stop procrastinating and make a definite decision one way or another. It suggests that situation in your life could develop either positively or negatively. So you need to juggle your affairs to keep the balance. If you are able to keep your affairs well balanced, this will be a positive time with many rewards. I'm going to take a look at this High Priestess. It says it infers that you have too much going on at the moment, the Two of Pentacles, and may be finding it difficult to concentrate and make discerning decisions and choices. Let's take a look at the High Priestess and what she's trying to tell us. On the one hand, it says trust your intuition, but sometimes, like I said, she can represent a woman that you don't know anything about. You have an inkling, but you never met her. Marriage or relationship, but this card can represent business too, a business legal contract. Gran consolazione, everything you ever wanted in your life that you ever dreamt about. You have riches. The guy is dreaming about riches, money, peace. Letteretta, carelessness. This could be, it's known as a sex card as well. So maybe somebody, I don't want to say an accidental affair. It could be accidental, but if sex was involved, that's never accidental. What, did she slip and fall on your penis? Or did you slip and your penis, when you slipped and fell, your penis fell in her vagina? No. So this card says that you are about to, maybe you are about to make a decision on which you don't have all the facts, or you made a decision that's going to come back, in a sense, to haunt you. Basically, it says you are about to trust someone that you shouldn't trust. You misjudged the situation. You miscalculated. I don't know how that fits in, but there you have it. Now, let's pull a Nostradamus card and see what it says. The Castle. And that represents your home. So, as far as I can tell, you have a decision to make about your home life or your family. I don't see any children in here, but it doesn't mean you don't have any. The Castle. The headstrong, bold, pursue their hopeless dreams, while cowards never act but only scheme. Be bold, passionate, and challenge yourself before challenging others. Be careful of being overconfident and be sure you understand what your true aspirations are. I'm going to read it again. The headstrong, bold, pursue their hopeless dreams, while cowards never act but only scheme. Be bold, passionate, and challenge yourself before challenging others. Be careful of being overconfident and be sure you understand what your true aspirations are. That's kind of loaded. So that's what I have for you, Taurus, for February 2025. I hope it helps. Until next time, namaste.